Do you know if Paige is home?
No, I think she's gone to work.
Oh, that's a pity. Oh, I just bumped into Mary.
And?
Well, she was quite upset.
Well, so is Paige.
Yeah, but you know, I think Mary generally wants to reconnect with her.
She said that?
Yeah, well, yeah, we got chatting and I was under the impression that she'd like to clear the air over a few things.
Well, at least she's aware there are some issues.
No, well, she is. Yeah, she was quite emotional about it, actually.
Well, I suggested to Paige that she cut her some slack, but she won't.
Is it worth another try? Well, it can't be healthy for her to walk around with all this anger.
Yeah, I agree, but if Paige doesn't want to have a bar of Mary, then what can we do?
I don't know, maybe we can come up with a more creative way to get them together.
Hey.
Hi. Hope your morning's been better than mine.
I suspect it has. None of my students broke anything. What happened here?
Tyler blew his top.
What?
I asked him something, he completely overreacted. I mean, you should have seen. I think we've made a mistake having him in our house.
Well, you know, you said the same thing about Nate, and that turned out all right.
Yeah, that was different. He didn't do anything disrespectful.
What do you mean?
I think Tyler has stolen my guitar.
What?
I brought it in here this morning and now it's not here.
No, because it's at the shop having the bridge fixed.
What?
Well, you were complaining you didn't have time to do it, so when I dropped you off this morning, I came in and got it, and I was going to surprise you with it tonight. Oh, Karl, please tell me you haven't accused Tyler of stealing it.
Hey. What's going on? Nothing? So I hear you moved into the Kennedys.
Thanks to me, I'll be moving out.
What? Why?
You're right. I'm just a big mess up.
Oh, what's going on?
Don't worry about it.
Tyler.
It's not your problem. So what's happening with the investigation?
Well, no arrests have been made yet.
Why not? It can't be that hard to find Michelle.
Sarge is putting the case together. Should happen soon enough.
Right.
So where are you going to go?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Such as?
You know what? Just save it, okay?
What?
I'm an idiot, like you've always said. I get it.
Just hang on.
I'm out of here. People to annoy, things to screw up.
Twice. She ambushed me here this morning, too.
Well, she sounds pretty full on. Mary did raise you.
Yeah, but Dad and Lauren are her real parents.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
Yeah, did you ever think that maybe she was sincere?
Yeah, right.
Look, the one thing I learned after we lost Dad is that you just don't know how long those people are going to be around for.
But Mary was never there for me. And if she cared about Paige, she probably would have had the decency to call before wrecking her party.
Look, it was a lovely night for the most part. Let's remember that.
Yeah. Our speech was the highlight. No. Your costumes were the highlight. From Dad?
Yeah, he wants us to go to the waterhole.
What's going on?
Only one way to find out.
What is this?
Your guess is as good as mine.
This was a bad idea. Excuse me.
Brad? What is she doing here?
I asked her to come.
What were you thinking?
Well, that we could all talk.
About what?
Well, I don't know. She's in town. I thought this was an opportunity for something.
Yeah, are you sure this is the right approach?
Okay, look, this is just a conversation. I am on your side, I promise.
Fine. This better be good.
As I told Susan, I feel terrible I got it wrong with Tyler. But you know what? He completely overreacted.
So that's why you said he had to move out of yours?
Well, I don't see what else I'm supposed to do.
Can I just ask, is there anything in particular that might have set him off?
Well, not that I can think of. I mean, when he got hot under the collar, I tried to hose it down. You know, I said, hey, we'll thrash it out at home.
Thrash it out? Did you use that term?
Yeah, well, does that mean something?
It's something Dad used to say.
Okay. Well, I gather they're not close.
Yeah, it's one way of putting it. Dad was always frustrated with Tyler. The impulsiveness, the lack of maturity. I guess you could say he has a problem with authority figures.
What do you expect me to do?
Look, underneath it all, Tyler has a great heart.
Yeah, but you won't have him under your roof.
Yeah, I can't be around him right now after everything that he's done. But you know what? He's still my brother. And what he needs right now is some stability. So if you could maybe just give him another chance, I'd really appreciate it, Karl. Look, I'll leave it with you.
You, Daniel.
Hey!
Hey, here's a sandwich.
Thank you. Hey, you guys were amazing last night.
Yes, great speech. Well, you know what they say? It does take two incredibly intelligent women to write an acrostic poem.
Yeah, well, you could have just settled for a haiku.
Oh, is that a challenge? Paige is a great gal. Sometimes she can be a pain.
Ducks. Cute and fun.
Smashed it.
Yeah, we did.
Really? No, I actually trust you two to high five over a haiku. Just picking up an order for Robinson?
That is like the 10th time I've had to go to the bathroom today.
Oh, you okay?
Jeannie's just jumping up and down in her bladder.
I am starving. Do you mind if I have some of this?
Should you be having that?
Yeah, isn't cold meat a no-no for expectant mothers?
Right, yeah, no, I forgot.
Yeah. Hey, I've got that list of things you can eat on my phone.
It's fine. I don't need the list. I've just had a brain freeze.
Yeah, right, sorry, I forgot we had an agreement.
Yeah, it's all good. I'm just really hungry. I'm gonna go see if I can find something to eat.
Where were you the past 20 years? The parties that you didn't attend, the school events that you sent apologies to.
You know my work's very demanding.
The times that I needed you, you weren't there.
You make it sound like we've never been close.
So you've always had barriers up between us. And you know why.
No, I don't.
Admit it. You never wanted me.
Paige, maybe you should tell Mary what you told us last night.
Tell me what?
Years ago, I heard you and Dad arguing that the minute he brought me into the family was the minute that everything went wrong. You're not even going to deny it?
Well, no, I said it, but...
Okay, see, you never wanted me.
No.
And the only reason that I was adopted was because you couldn't get pregnant.
No,
And then
Paige,
Ethan
that's
came
not
along,
right.
and there was two of us, not one. Instead, I was just in the way.
That's not what I meant when I said that.
So what could you have possibly have meant?
If there's some other explanation, I think now's the time to give it.
Well, there is. When you were 10, I found out something very upsetting. I found out you were stolen.
You always told me my adoption was above board.
That's what I believed for a long time too.
So when you found out it wasn't, why didn't you tell me?
I couldn't. I'd grown to love you, and I didn't want to lose you.
But I was stolen from Lauren.
No, John said that the mother was a drug addict.
The mother, me?
He said that you'd been rescued from a bad situation. He said that a doctor in Mullaney handled everything.
Dr. Kathy took you to.
That's what the argument was about. It was about the illegal adoption. It was never about you.
But why didn't you do anything about it?
I did. I flew to Mullaney. I wanted to make things right.
You met the doctor?
No, unfortunately, he'd passed away and no one could tell me anything.
That's consistent with what Kathy told her.
John's callous attitude. I couldn't stay with him any longer. His secret poisoned our marriage. When I found out Paige was here and I found out that the drug addict story was another lie, I felt even worse. That's why I've kept my distance. That's the only reason.
Oh, Tyler, I've been trying to call you.
My phone's off.
Yeah, so I discovered.
Yeah, anyway, I'm sorry about what happened before. I know I've got to get out, so I'll just grab my stuff.
No, you don't have to go anywhere. As for apologies, well, that's down to me. Susan took my guitar to get it fixed. I'm so sorry. It's just a big misunderstanding that I handled very badly.
That's fine.
No, it's not. But if you're prepared to, I'd really like to wipe the slate clean, start again.
Okay, sure.
Great. Can you tell me what it was that got you so upset?
It was something you said. It's something. Just forget it.
No. Was it about your dad? Mark told me.
Hang on, Mark was here?
Yeah, he came down before.
Just for a chat, or was he here about me?
It was pretty much all about you.
Right.
Yeah. But, you know, if there's anything you want to talk about, I'm all ears.
No, it's cool. Thank you.
It's really no trouble.
No, I'm all good. I better get back to work, so I'll take this.
Okay. Yeah.
Hey, are you done with that? Can I take it?
No, but you can tell me what's going on with you and Daniel.
What do you mean?
When he was here before, things were so weird.
So what was that before between you and Amber?
It was nothing.
Tell me, or I'll get my mum onto you. We made a pact not to talk about the baby, and he broke it.
You what?
It just makes things too hard.
How can you not talk about something that big?
Well, it's like we're both walking on eggshells and I don't know what to do.
Well, just hang in there. I'm sure you'll both be fine.
Come on, you've always got more than that. Please don't stop now.
We're trying to be mature and avoid any problems.
By not communicating. That's just stupid.
Great. I'm glad I opened up to you.
No. I just mean that you and Daniel have been through so much together, and the reason you get through everything is because you do talk. That's what makes you two so good together.
I think you're both terrified. Things got very complicated very fast. Now neither of you know how to deal with it.
True.
So I think you need to reboot, clear the air, get back to what's really important.
Okay. Any suggestions how?
Well, as far as I can see it, you need to make a grand gesture. Yeah, something that speaks to your love, that reminds you both of why you fell for each other in the first place.
Yeah, grand gesture.
A drug addict.
That doctor took a lot of secrets to the grave.
I'm so sorry she upset you.
No, she was just telling us what she was led to believe.
To think she went looking and hit the same dead end as Kathy.
I don't know. I still think there's stuff that doesn't add up.
Are there any more questions I can answer?
Yeah, there is. Just one. I mean, if you felt so guilty over all these years, why didn't you do something about it?
Well, I tried.
What, with expensive gifts and meaningless gestures?
You never rejected them.
No. I always smiled and pretended everything was okay.
How was I supposed to know otherwise?
Because you're a parent. You're supposed to know.
Okay, we've had a lot to digest. Why don't we catch up later?
You know, this isn't going to change anything. Okay, you were never there for me growing up. And I don't need you now.
Paige!
Wait, come on.
Just stop. Come on, talk to us.
Why did you set up that meeting? Why?
There were things you needed to hear.
What Mary said, doesn't it put a new slant on things?
Yeah, it does. Now I know that John willingly got me from a baby black market.
Yeah, well, at least she didn't know about it.
And that conversation you overheard, it wasn't what you thought.
Okay, well, how do you explain her years of bad mothering? Okay, I've never known what real family was until I came here. Now she's back in my life. I don't want to hear. I don't.
Well, I take it that didn't go too well.
No.
You know, when I first started working in pubs, we had to wash all the glasses by hand.
That's because they had no running water, right?
Yeah. My dad always said that pulling beers was one of the best trades a man could have.
Yeah, smart guy.
Yeah, he was. You would have liked it. Not that we always saw eye to eye, of course.
Yeah. Me and my dad don't.
Yeah? What's he like?
Like Mark, pretty grumpy most of the time, and never really seen him crack a smile.
Okay. How long since you've seen him?
It's been a while.
Okay. Well, people change over time.
Maybe.
No, I'm just saying that, you know, all relationships evolve. That's all.
Hey.
Hey, has Daniel been in this morning?
Nothing I'm aware of.
Every time I call his phone, it goes straight to voicemail.
Okay, well, if I hear from him, I'll make sure he calls you.
Thanks.
Hey, I was just about to give you a call. Yeah, just meet me at home and I'll explain everything then. See ya.
Hey, how's it going with the grand gesture?
Yeah, good. I'm going to do something that she did for me once.
Clever boy. Good luck.
Thanks for the advice.
So, Brad told me what happened.
Apparently, I was a drug addict.
Well, do you believe Mary's version of events?
Yeah, I do.
Then why has Paige been so resistant?
Well, she just feels that Mary was never there for her.
Well, yeah, sure, but I mean, just because Mary wasn't maternal doesn't mean she's a bad person.
Yeah, I guess not.
I mean, is there a chance that maybe Paige perceived things to be worse than they were?
Sure. I mean, she actually overheard a conversation. She thought Mary was rejecting her, but Mary's explanation put a totally different spin on things.
Yeah, well, I guess when things get stuck in your head, it's hard to erase them. Look, if things don't change, I wouldn't be surprised if Mary leaves.
Really?
Yeah, I checked with reception and she hasn't extended her booking.
But if she goes, then nothing will be resolved.
Yeah, I know. It'd be really sad, wouldn't it?
Oh, I know you must be upset with me.
No. Your ex-husband lied to you. My mother lied to me. That makes us both victims.
Come in.
The things we pick up as kids, they're powerful.
Oh. What can I do? I can't turn back the clock.
I know, but maybe it's actions more than words that are needed right now.
So what do I do?
Stay here in Erinsborough. Show her you care. Look, I love Paige. I happen to think she's an amazing person. Now, some of that credit must go to you.
Thank you.
So will you stay?
You told her to stay. Why would you do that?
She's your mother.
No, you're my mother.
Look, I know what it's like to be angry with your mother, all right?
Okay, this is different.
Well, in some ways, yes, but every mother-daughter relationship is complex.
No, it's not complex. She covered it up.
I know.
Okay, maybe I misunderstood what she said when I was little, but her behaviour over the years is still not good enough.
Yeah, but maybe there's more to discover. Mary put herself out there. That can't have been easy. What can you lose by giving her another chance,
Fine. It's a free country. She can stay here if she wants, but that does not mean I have to talk to her.
Hey,
What's going on?
a grand gesture. I wanted to have it finished before you got here.
Daniel.
Come, sit. Do you remember when you did this for me?
Yeah, of course. It's just after we got re-engaged.
Felt like the world was against us then too. Look, I know things haven't been great between us lately, but they can be. You and I, we were meant to be. See, we've got the proof. You told me that this was the moment you knew we were meant to be together. It's not enough, is it?
Do you think it is?
I wanted it so bad.
I know. So did I.